Welcome to MiWayJourneys. This is the first in a series on travel ideation. I've created a 5-day unforgettable journey through the stunning northern landscapes of New Hampshire. Yes, in the following 5 YouTube videos, I will detail out 5 different travel ideas for visiting. They include Franconia Notch, Crawford Notch, Pinkham Notch, North Conway, and the Kankomagus Highway. We're talking about mountains that touch the clouds, waterfalls that'll make your jaw drop, and forests that feel like they're straight out of a fairy tale. This isn't just about pretty views, though. This is about experiencing the soul of New England. We're going to hike to hidden gems, cruise down scenic byways, and soak up every ounce of adventure this place has to offer. So buckle up, grab your hiking boots, and get ready for an epic New Hampshire adventure. Let's do this. Day 1. Franconia Notch State Park. This place is like stepping into a postcard. We're talking towering granite cliffs, the rushing water of the Flume Gorge, just pure natural beauty. You can't come here without experiencing the Flume Gorge. This 800-foot-long chasm carved by glaciers is mind-blowing. You're walking through this narrow passage, water roaring all around you, sunlight filtering through the trees above. And then there's Cannon Mountain. We're taking the aerial tramway to the summit for some of the most incredible views in New England. From up here, you can see for miles on a clear day, the mountains stretching out like waves on an ocean. You might spend the day hiking the trails, feeling the crisp mountain air, and just being present in this incredible landscape. It's amazing how small you feel standing next to these ancient mountains. But that's what's so powerful about nature, right? As the sun began to set, casting long shadows across the valley, I knew I had found something special in Franconia Notch. It's a place that stays with you long after you leave. Time to hit the road, but this is just the beginning of our New Hampshire adventure. Stick around, because things are about to get even more epic. Crawford Notch. This place is all about dramatic landscapes, short hikes, and chasing waterfalls. Some considerations for today include the Mount Washington Cog Railway, the Lower Falls, or the Mount Washington Hotel, to mention a few stops. You might include a hike to Arethusa Falls, one of the tallest waterfalls in New Hampshire. The sound of the water crashing down from 160 feet above is just incredible, and trust me, there are waterfalls around every bend in this place. It's nature's own power shower. Next up, we hit the trails around Ripley Falls and Flume Cascade. These waterfalls are smaller, but just as beautiful. The way the water tumbles over the rocks, creating these swirling pools. It's mesmerizing. You might want to take a break for lunch by a crystal clear stream and just soaking up the peace and quiet. This is what it's all about, right? Escaping the city, connecting with nature, and just breathing. But the adventure wasn't over yet. You may choose to take a short hike up Mount Willard. While not a challenging hike, the views from the top at Elephant Head will be worth every drop of sweat. Standing there looking out over the vast expanse of Crawford Notch, I was reminded of the power of perseverance. It's not always easy, but the rewards are always worth it. Pinkham Notch is the gateway to the Northeast's highest peak, Mount Washington. You can feel the energy here, the anticipation of adventure in the air. You can start the day at the Pinkham Notch Visitor Center, gearing up for your hike. You might hike up Mount Washington or choose to drive up the auto road. Either way, it will be breathtaking. As you ascend the mountain, the taller trees are replaced by stunted alpine vegetation, and the views increase with every turn or step if you take the hike. You can see for miles in every direction, the peaks of the Presidential Range piercing the clouds. The scale of it is just awe-inspiring. You can feel the power of nature in every rock and crevice. As you make your descent, the clouds parted, revealing a stunning sunset over the mountains. It was the perfect end to an unforgettable day in Pinkham Notch. After 3 days of short hikes and scenic views, it might be time for a change of pace. North Conway is a northern New Hampshire must-do. This charming town is a hub for outdoor enthusiasts, but it's also got a ton of character and charm. You can spend the morning strolling the main street, checking out the local shops and boutiques. You may find some cool vintage finds. You might grab some delicious coffee or ice cream. Just soak up the laid-back vibe, but this is New Hampshire, so you may be tempted to get back outdoors again. You could rent some bikes and hit the scenic bike path that follows the Saco River, if biking sound like too much. How about renting an inner tube and floating down the Saco River? In the evening, indulge in some classic New England comfort food at a cozy restaurant in town. Nothing beats a hearty meal after a day of exploring. North Conway was the perfect blend of relaxation and adventure. It may remind you that sometimes the best experiences are the ones where you just slow down and savor the moment. Last day of our New Hampshire adventure and yet another breathtaking drive. Get ready for the Kankamagus Highway, also known as the Kank. This 34-mile scenic byway is legendary, especially during the fall foliage season. And let me tell you, the rumors are true. During the fall, the colors really do make the mountains blush with every shade of red, orange, and yellow. It is like driving through a painting. You can take the opportunities to stop at every scenic overlook, trying to capture the beauty with our camera, but nothing will truly do it justice, no matter the season. Take the time to hike to a hidden waterfall along the way, each one more impressive than the last. The sound of the water cascading over the rocks, surrounded by a kaleidoscope of fall colors, it was pure sensory overload in the best possible way. You may even spot a moose wading in a pond near the road. It may be a reminder that we were sharing this incredible wilderness with all sorts of amazing creatures. As you reach the end of the Kankamagus Highway in Lincoln, New Hampshire, you will want to reflect on what you have seen over the past 5 days. You will have seen so much, experienced so much, and created memories that would last a lifetime. I have prepared 5 separate YouTubes covering each day further in depth that I just highlighted in this preview. From the towering peaks of the White Mountains to the charming towns and scenic byways, this state can steal your hearts. I hope this video inspires you to get out there and explore the beauty of New Hampshire for yourself. Don't forget to share, like, or subscribe for more amazing travel adventures. See you on the next one.